Welcome back to this Let's Play of The Last Remnant. Last time we had an interesting little fight against some slavers with a very small group of party members, and Blocker got killed, but hey, you know, we got through. And our sister, Irina, is not here, so we're just saving random little girls in trouble. Great. Well, you know, I guess there's something. And they don't have anything interesting to say. Right, one of two leads down. Let's head back to Athlum. You'll often find these things, they're just teleporters back to the start of the dungeon. Handy. Not super useful, but handy.
Right.
And you have to finish these first two starting areas before you can really get access to even the most basic quests in the game, which is a little annoying, but hey, you know, for tutorial battles, they are not pushovers. And again, we had one other lead. So we're going to bring along Pagus, or Pagus, or Frog. Maybe I'll just call him Kermit. Yeah, I'll call him Kermit. This Robelia Castle is another area where you'll go back there a couple too many times, really. They reuse some of the areas, these early areas in the game. And essentially, you find things which open up new areas of the castle, or new areas of the... So you're not going through exactly the same areas, but... And Pagus gives you a little orb thing, which gives Rush the ability to use Invocations. Invocations are one of the basic attack mystic arts, and one of the things that they added that was not in the Xbox 360 version is the ability to turn those off. So I don't really have much interest. I'm going to have Rush be a physical attacker. I don't actually want Rush to even learn any invocations, and so I don't want to have them come up during combat, so I can just turn them off. And that'll keep him as a physical attacker only. Again, in this area, I am going to avoid fighting anything if I succeed. One of the key bindings that you can set is a soft reset function, which is very useful, just from the standpoint of if you're sitting here avoiding enemies, you can always use that if you actually get into a fight, and then you'll just go back to whatever your last save is. It usually auto-saves at the start of an area. For these areas, for some reason, it doesn't. You can save pretty much anywhere. So. Alright, well, more or less that conversation just said, well, it's a locked door. It's a fancy locked door, but it's a locked door. And surprise, surprise, there is the key, which is called a Slayer Stone. You know, weird magical door, weird magical key. Yeah, okay. I guess no one invented locks in this world. They just have wacky magic. Can't catch me! Haha. I really just don't want to fight basic enemies. It's just not worth it at this point. I am going to save here, though. Anyway, we will continue on up here. I think there might be a chest in one of those side things, but I really don't care. It's not anything useful. A lot of the treasure in this game is just garbage.
So, as you see, remnants are nothing more than evil charms meant to add to the depravity of man. You may not see the effects now, but not far into the future, terrible disaster awaits. By then, it will be too late to change our sinful ways. Men are meant to work hard and make their own way. We must not accept the temptations of easy life that remnants provide. Stand up and fight! The first step is here. We will strike Athlum with the hammer of justice! See our allies here, dressed as Athlumian soldiers. They will infiltrate that city of sin and
sorry,
cause
I don't mean to yawn, but...
That will be our chance! Come! Let us liberate the people from their chains!
Wow, we look stupid.
What the heck is this?
Seems like an anti-Remnant activist rally.
Sounds more like anti-Remnant terrorist activity to me. Whatever they're planning's gotta be dangerous.
Who's there? Oh, it seems we have guests! Lackeys of that magic-abusing Marquis of Athlum! Look closely at their faces, shining with depravity!
Or stupidity.
Whoa! For it is too late for these unbelievers to be saved. Yet they can serve some purpose. A prelude to the cleansing of Athlum. We shall christen our movement with the blood of these servants of evil!
Alright. Well. Come on, Kermit.
This guy's psycho!
Prepare yourselves!
I suppose there's naught we can do but fight.
Not easy being green, I guess. Oh well. It's also probably a lot easier if you don't really try to avoid fighting things as much as I have. These fights should be a little easier, but not a whole lot. Mostly I'm avoiding gaining levels and such here, because I don't really care about gaining levels with my, random soldier guys. They're just going to disappear in a second anyways. I'm going to try actually focusing on one of the side guys and try and get rid of them. Blocker is a little better defended than these other guys you have here, so... As you can see, those critical hits don't matter all that much. Wow, we got really lucky. We blocked 2 of their 3 attacks. That's really kind of sad. Now, you can hit Z here and it'll show you actually what the individual units are doing. This is useful from the standpoint of if I'm going to spend AP, I'm going to spend it on somebody who I actually care about in the long term. I'm going to have Pagus here is using Restore, and the minion guy, the random guy, is just attacking, which is fine. And we're going to break deadlock again, and I'm going to have Rush's group just try and finish off this other group. Maybe I'm actually being more efficient than I should be, but, I don't want to lose this fight. It's kind of embarrassing, but it will happen sometimes. especially with a couple of the later... didn't quite kill him. If you defeat an enemy union, your characters have the opportunity to essentially change what they're doing to, you know, try and follow up with something, but they can't do anything that involves attacking somebody. So if your group finishes it off, you know, you have 4 people attacking, and the first person in the group actually finishes off the enemy, the other 3 members of the group might sort of reassess and then choose to heal themselves. It's useful, but in this case, I'm going to intentionally just sort of be wasteful, and well, that didn't work out. What I was trying to do is have Rush just use the herb for the sake of using the herb, which didn't work too well. Oh well. And again, Irina is not here, so, well, that was kind of boring. I'm actually just going to run back here. I think it's the one on the left here. Remember there's a chest up here, just to remember which side it was. Well, here's one. Maybe there's another one. Well, we have to come back up here much later anyways. There's an item we need that's dropped by one of these guys, but I'm not going to get it until I have an actual group I want to gain levels with. So, heading back out to the world map.
Right.
And we'll head back to Athlon, but we'll do that next episode because we're out of time, so see you then.